Look at that balance. Here comes the Cardinal blitz. Geno Smith, light spiral, intercepted by Tyler. We're back.
Well, it's Monday night. A new week has begun. I turn on my TV for some chicken fun. I see a Super Bowl season here. The biggest game each week is there.
The touchdown, we saw Philip come off the field indicating an issue with his right hand. You can see right there.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? We're ready. Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. Hey.
All right, welcome in everybody. Round two of me and Dan. We're here with the Are You Ready for a Podcast, the podcast of our fantasy football league. How you doing, Dan?
Yeah, I don't know what fantasy football league that is.
I forget, what is the name? It's too long. I blame Parker. It's Parker's fault. It's on the trophy too.
Yeah, probably. You think there needs to be a poll for that, you think?
Yeah, poll, like in true fashion. Maybe adding on to it so nobody can ever say it again.
So you can't finish the name?
Maybe so it's so long that you can't finish it in one breath.
That works.
Like if anyone's going to say the league name, they have to take multiple breaths to say it.
Yeah, there's a lot. Well, I mean, the thing is, those Parker runs like 5 miles or whatever the hell he does. Or
yeah, Parker might be a tough one. We'd have to really add to it.
Yeah, because I'm sure he has a lot of lung capacity.
He probably does.
Yeah, he'd be fine. Yeah. Did you watch any of last week's games?
No,
I didn't either. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who won or lost.
Yeah, presumably.
I think I won.
Yeah, presumably all of our coverage and expectations were correct.
Yeah, I mean, why would I have to go verify what I said? Of course it was right.
Yeah, I mean, if I said it, I already knew it. You know?
Exactly.
So that's how it
works.
No
recap. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, deal with it, guys.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to do something new. And Dan and I have decided that rankings are boring. 1 through 12 is kind of lame. So we're going to do a tier list of how the teams are doing through about halfway through the year. And off to the side, I'll start off, Dan. I have someone who I talked about a little bit last podcast, not a lot. It wasn't a huge part of the show, but I have this tier called a fraud tier. And I think this team is totally 100% fraudulent. Mm-hmm. And that is Hunter.
Really?
I think maybe we talked about it for like a 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds. But did you know this guy lost 4 championships in the league?
No, he didn't.
No, he did.
That's
this
not
is very true. Yeah.
That's like if we've been playing for what, like 12 years, that's like half the championships.
Yeah, well, 4 of them.
Yeah, that's like half.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
even if
I don't think that's
50,
mathematic. That doesn't make sense.
Your chance of doing that's like 12, like 4 coin flips. You think you'll make 1. So somehow he's got some bad juju going. I think he's a total fraud. He gets his own tier.
Did he
he's
really
in the
lose
fraud
4?
tier?
Did he actually lose 4?
Yeah, 4 times.
Yeah, that sounds like, I mean, I've never used the word fraud before, but if I was going to,
yeah,
I would use it in reference to that person.
Yeah, that
what was their
person
name?
Sounds like Hunter. Yeah, he is a fraud.
Hunter what?
Hunter Rube. He's in the
Hunter
fraud
Rube.
tier.
All right, I'll give me a second. Make note of that.
I gotcha. Okay.
I'm gonna look that guy up. Wow. Yeah. I guess I'd have to put him there as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So moving on, we have our S tier. So these are the best teams I think right now. It's Colin and Austin. I think they have the best chance to go on to win it all. Hunter's out the way, even though he has the best record, fraud. These 2 teams, I think, especially Austin, he's hot right now and he's got all those Dolphins guys. So, and then Colin, he can beat anybody any given week. So I got them at the top at that S tier.
I actually think that might be a little high for me in terms of Austin. I mean, like I get like everyone's all excited about the Dolphins right now. And I mean, I get it, like the whole offensive concept they're working with and all like the speed, I understand why people are so excited about it. I don't know, but I feel like they're the exact kind of team that everybody gets really like buzzed up on and excited about, and then just either an injury hits or they just like they're a burnout team to me. I feel like
Yeah, I think the biggest question with them is for the playoffs, they might have to win 3 in a row. I mean, what if the Dolphins just have a bad game? He's kind of screwed.
Yeah, and that's also fair. I mean, I know people love talking about boom or bust. People, that's why everyone
Yeah.
loves Collins' team so much because like when it booms, it's awesome. But when it comes back down to earth, it does hard. Yeah, if this team ever just comes, and I mean, it's also they're in Miami. It's not like they're not going to have hurricanes and
Right.
rainy weather. When that day comes and like the offense grinds to a halt, then what do we?
It's an easy win.
Yeah, what are we looking at there? Yeah, so for me, I would put more Austin in the A, and maybe even not border of B, but just to me, I would say like back end of A.
Back end of A. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not a bad team at all. Just I have a lot more doubts than I feel like other people do.
Let's look at his team. He's got Alvin Kamara. If he keeps hitting, that'll be strong. DK's solid. IU can put some good games up. So he's got some good depth.
I love how he has the OBJ just sitting there on the bench. He's
really got a Hail Mary on that one.
Yeah, I mean, it pays off sometimes.
It does. I mean, if that hits, he's looking really strong.
I'm hoping, I mean, one of these days, Ben's going to sign Gronk again, just like last year.
Yeah.
And then suddenly Ben's going to be a championship contender.
All right, Dan, what about you? S tier teams. Do you think there's any? None.
No, I'm just a big hater, man. I look across the league and I see all these people full of mediocrity.
I gotcha. Dan sees nobody at the top.
Nobody's at the top. Everybody's beatable. I think, to me, I basically the best teams I have are A, essentially.
Okay. Who do you have in the A tier?
I have myself. I have my team in the A tier.
Okay.
It's me, Colin, and Austin are the 3 teams I have in the A tier.
Yeah. Okay. So our top 3 are the same. I had you alone in the A tier after Colin and Austin.
Yeah, I would put So basically, for me and you, it's just a shuffle of me and Austin. Collins beats the top of the A tier, and then me, and then Austin is still in the A tier. Just to me, not quite as. I think I am closer to Colin than Austin. Effectively, is what I'm saying.
I see that.
But all of us are still in that A tier together.
Yeah. All right, moving on to B tier. So this one is my biggest. So I've got Zach, Joe, and myself in that B tier. I think these are all good teams, but can have bad weeks and definitely have some question marks.
Yeah, what about Grant there? Why you feel like Grant's not making it in there?
No, not feeling Grant this year. Definitely not Grant.
Definitely not Grant.
Yeah. I think when you step away from the win-loss record and you just look at who he has on his team, not feeling it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but what about? I mean, like, why do you have Joe there then? If you're looking at what Grant's got,
I like Joe because of how CMC is going to be the rest of the year, and then ETN looks awesome. CeeDee Lamb, Jaden Waddle. I mean, that's a really strong top 4.
Yeah, but I mean, my thing is this though. I think that CMC is really strong. Is really strong one. I mean, obviously, it'd be crazy to say CMC's not great, but I think Travis Etienne still plays in the Jags. And like, sure, I feel like the Jags have been overachieving this year, but at the end of the day, he's still just a bad team that he's playing on. So I feel like he's not going to have a lot of opportunities to score. And I know the last 3 weeks he's had a disproportionate scoring amount. But look at the 3 teams he's played. He's played the Giants, the Denver Broncos, and the Raiders.
Yeah, bad teams. I think the key takeaway with ETN is that James Robinson or whoever got traded. So he's just going to get fed.
Yeah, and no, he absolutely does. But I mean, even when he's getting fed at a ridiculously high sum, which is why he's having success. But I mean, it's not like he's still a touchdown dependent guy to carry a team, if you ask me. Yeah. I mean, against Denver.
I think the Jags are going to be behind a lot and have to score a lot of points and play fast pace. I like ETN. I would really like having him as an RB2.
I mean, I understand that. I just think that, they're going to be behind and they're going to turn the ball over. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, I guess all up to Trevor.
Yeah, and then I also just feel like they're going to be playing against better defenses down the stretch as well. I mean, they're going to have some cupcake defenses. I mean, they still get to play Detroit. but like they still got to play Tennessee twice, and I still like Tennessee's defense.
They're going to play Dallas. No, that's a playoff week. Oh, he's got a bye coming up too. That's going to be rough.
That
So, yeah,
hurts.
KC, Baltimore,
And then beyond
Detroit's
that as
juicy.
well, I also get the idea that Joshua Palmer is supposed to be like, like he's basically supposed to be Mike Williams for the rest of the year is kind of the mindset. And he had a good week last week, had a lot of targets and stuff. But I mean, if Mike Williams comes back, then Josh Palmer's done.
Yeah, well, he goes back to number 3 of Mike Williams, and if Keenan Allen ever decides he likes football again.
Yeah, I mean but at the same point, who's that? Wasn't there a guy who was shot and recovered faster than Keenan Allen's groin did?
Yeah, that is very true. I don't know what's up with Keenan. Maybe he's just saying fuck it.
I feel like Keenan Allen at some point is going to decide he likes football again, and then Joshua Palmer goes from being a nice piece to being really what he is, if you ask me. He is a third. I don't think Josh Palmer is like a number 1 talent. I think he's he's a third option. He's a nice third option. And he's getting.
Yeah, I like his bench though. I mean, Michael Carter, Kenyon Drake, Isaiah Likely. I mean, he played great last week. He at least got a touchdown. He didn't play good. Kadarius Toney, maybe lottery ticket. Yeah, I mean, I'm up on Joe.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just down on Joe. Yeah, I feel like I don't. I mean, obviously, I just don't like the second half of his roster, basically, and I feel like his bench is fine. I feel like it's fine. I feel like Michael Carter, James Robinson's there now, so Michael Carter's not as valuable as he used to be. Kenyon Drake's always going to be capped by Lamar Jackson, and J.K. Dobbins is there. Eno Benjamin is nice.
Yeah, he's nothing.
But yeah,
he could be dropped tomorrow, and I don't think anyone would pick him up.
Eno Benjamin?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You hate him?
I wouldn't put him on my team.
I mean, I probably wouldn't either, but I feel like somebody would. I feel like
someone might. I don't know.
Thomas would.
Thomas should.
Thomas should. Thomas would be starting, Benjamin today.
But Thomas is also probably tired of picking up Cardinals players.
I mean, who is it? I don't think anyone wants to. I mean,
well, Thomas especially. He's picked up everyone at this point.
I feel like a lot of Cardinals running backs. I mean, hasn't James Conner not been that great this year?
No, he's been hurt.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people get burnt by Cardinals running backs one way or the other.
Yeah, that's why I don't put a toddler at quarterback.
Yeah, no, you can't have that guy calling plays,
No.
Big mistake. But yeah, so if you have Joe and B and you don't have Grant there, where is Grant falling for you?
Okay, so my C tier is Grant and Parker. I think both of these teams are very similar in that they should have at least one more loss, if not 2. But some points against luck kind of carried them through.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think we're pretty similar there. I mean, I would basically just swap. I would probably just pull Joe down, and that would be my C tier, honestly.
Pull Joe into C.
I would just pull Joe into C and leave
Zach and I in B.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely with you with Grant and Parker both being there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised, though, Morgan's not making it to C for you.
No, I've got Morgan in my D tier alone. It's just not his year. I don't know what it is. I actually don't mind his team at all. I think it's solid, but something just says he doesn't belong anywhere near the top. I think he'll keep losing. It's just not his year.
Jeez, man. I mean, you even like the team and you just feel like he's just
No, I think he's got a good team, but I think he just snake bit, and here you go. I'm going to put you in D tier.
That's what you get?
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like actually, I would this is tough because I get what you're saying there, but I know I guess I feel the same way that you feel about Joe. It's kind of my response with Morgan, because I really love Jalen Hurts, Kenneth Walker, Dameon Pierce, and I like Deebo Samuel even though he's fallen off some.
If Deebo comes back and Keenan Allen starts producing, he's got an awesome team. But
and he's got T. Higgins.
Snake bit. Yeah, and T. Higgins too. That team would be really good.
Yeah, with Jamar out, T. Higgins would be monstrous. I mean, Morgan could honestly just rattle off wins.
He could run the table, and I could look like an idiot. I just think it's just not his year.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna bump. I'll bump you. I'm gonna have to. I'm bumping Morgan up to C. I'm assuming direct control. Here we go. As you can see right here now on the chart, moving them there. Boom. So who's that leave us with down here?
Who do you think is in the F tier? It
Huh.
shouldn't be hard to guess.
Jeez, this is so hard. I mean, how many teams are there in the league?
There's 12 teams, and
12
one
teams.
guy, I think he just like got up from his computer for half the draft. I'm not really sure. And then
let me guess. Is it Thomas and Ben?
it is Thomas and Ben. Yes.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
seems
they're both
right.
awful. One of these guys is going home with a Haney.
I don't think so. I think that they may both be in the F, and they both do deserve to be there. But some way, somehow, someone else is going to end up eating it.
Oh, you like the chaos this year?
Yeah, absolutely. I like with you. If you had to take the field versus Thomas and Ben, you'd take Thomas and Ben to lose it.
Yeah.
I'd take the field.
The field, okay. I mean,
Yeah. I'll put Fab on that.
who is your top two of the field if you had to guess?
Wait, where did Austin fall on this? Oh, Austin's
put
all the way
Austin
up
way
here.
up.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot where Austin was on the list here, but I don't know how. It's right there in front of us. Yeah, no, huh? Basically, just Grant or Joe for me.
Grant or Joe?
Grant or Joe are the ones
Joe
who
is going to the playoffs, my guy.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Joe's making the playoffs. He's going to sneak in and probably win at least one playoff game in true Joe fashion.
You're so right though. That's so true.
That's so Joe.
Oh man, those are the two teams I'd see making it happen, finding a way to. I mean, if one of those teams finds,
I think it's fair, you know.
To the losers, if they find their way to the losers bracket, they're my bet to run the table in the losers bracket and do it. If they
I
can
agree
get
with Grant. Grant would probably be my choice, along with. I think actually, and this will be so entertaining once they pick up the podcasting again. But I think Parker is going to go on a rough stretch here. And
you think Parker may be the dark horse to take the Haney home?
If I had to pick a third to take the Haney home, it might be Parker.
That's a very good pick, honestly. He has a good history of doing it.
He does. He's done it before.
He knows how to win a Haney.
Yeah, and Jonathan Taylor. No, Cooper Kupp. I mean, Stafford has a concussion this week. They might be totally out of contention getting towards the end of the year.
How many Haneys has Parker won? At least two,
was it
right?
one or two? Is it two?
I think the guy knows how to win them. He knows how to win them better than Thomas.
Yeah.
For sure. Thomas has never won a Haney.
Not since we called it the Haney, yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. So he's never won one. I mean, how could he do it?
Yeah, I kind of want to see him win one. That'd be fun.
I kind of want to see him give Joe one.
That'd be great.
Joe knows how to win trophies, man. He'll know if he finds his way into the losers bracket, he's gonna find a way to make it the end.
That would be some kind of fall from grace from a champion to a Haney Cup.
Yeah, man.
Joe's making the playoffs. I just don't see that not happening, especially the division he's in.
Yeah. Well, the problem is the division he's in is that I'm gonna just hand him a couple more L's. At least one more. I think I play him.
Yeah.
I've been saying it this whole time. I'm just gonna keep wrecking this division.
Yeah, I mean you are. So.
But yeah, I mean, talking about segues, coming up after this break, we're gonna have a chance to talk to Joe, the man himself, see what he thinks about his chances. I think he's got a great chance of winning the Haney, and we'll get a little of his take on what was said about him last week. Stay tuned.
Sauerländer Gurken, knackig im Biss.
Joe's jumping.
first matchup we have is me versus Austin. Joe, what's your call?
Oh, we're doing the fight thing still. Yeah, I would have to take you. I think Austin's coming off of a little bit of an illness. I think he had like an ear infection or something. So I don't think he's at 100%.
I like that. I like to hear that.
Yeah, I think you've got a little bit of muscle on him.
Joe, what are you
Especially
talking
if it's
about?
not
Joe,
contagious.
Joe, what are you talking about, man?
What?
This is a pickle.
Oh, my bad.
What do you think this is?
I guess I misheard from last week. Yeah,
Oh.
Nick's got a better team, so I'll take Nick. And he got the Deonta Foreman performance tonight.
Donta's killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are y'all checking who teams?
I'm just on my app.
On the
What?
website.
I'm on my phone app,
Yeah, what's that?
like a application on your phone. What do you mean? What is that?
I don't know where you guys see the teams. I just kind of hear what people are saying about them, and yeah.
The matchups?
Yeah, no, I don't even. Y'all go on ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Is
have
that
that.
the phone app?
I don't have those things. I don't use cable.
Oh, okay.
Just wait for the group me to tell everyone.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Watch the
I wait for my
podcast the next
sources.
week.
Yeah, I keep up with the podcast. I stay informed. I use alternative fantasy sources. I do my own reading. Yeah,
You did do your draft from like a phone in the middle of the woods one year, so that doesn't
Did.
surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, I also called in drafts before.
Yeah.
You know what I find interesting about this matchup, though? The fact that it's basically a dead heat in terms of score projection. Like both guys are right at 112, so it's really a tough push on this. But yeah, we're a team here. We're a team here at the podcast. So I got to go with Nick.
There we go. I picked me too.
I like us sticking together. Me and Parker would never do the same.
So we got 3. We kind of gave him the kiss of death there, but we don't really believe in superstition here, so he's gonna be fine.
All right, next, Parker versus Ben.
I mean, this is Parker got I guess both teams got really bad performances tonight, and Ben is still somehow closely favored to win. I think you got to go Ben here. I think he's got a mission to create as much content as possible, and that's to defeat both hosts. And so I think he's going to do that this week.
That would be great. I'm going Ben too. I want to see it.
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of one team being good and one team being bad. And I guess in this scenario, both teams being bad. But I just think Ben is less bad. So I think we're all going Ben here as well. I'm sticking with Ben.
The consensus. All right, next we got Joe. Joe, you're playing Hunter, the fraud.
Oh, this is the fraud bowl, I guess. Yeah, I think Hunter's going to win because I'm going to get his hopes up and then beat him in the playoffs. That's generally what happens.
Yeah, I'm going you. Hunter's a fraud.
Yeah, I just kind of look at the numbers and pick people. Then it looks like Joe's number is bigger, so I'm gonna go with Joe. I'm gonna go with Joe as well.
That's some hard hitting analysis right there.
Yeah, I know. I know how to count. I know how to count. 114 is bigger than 110.
All right, so we just finished kicking this guy. Thomas versus Morgan.
Oh man, I mean,
Loser leaves town game.
Yeah, this really is.
Yeah,
this is the battle of the 3 and 6. I think this is a perfect get right game for Morgan. He's coming off some tough losses, so I've got to take Morgan. I think his team is going to come out with a purpose and really just put it on Thomas, who doesn't have Joe Mixon this week.
I mean, geez, dude, this is tough to look at, man. I mean, you're looking at Thomas's roster, and he's got Mike Gesicki in the flex, and like you're kind of sitting there thinking, like, well, what else is he gonna do? Not start Mike Gesicki in the flex. Like,
who else does he have?
But it's sometimes that's what you're stuck with, Like Joe Mixon's on bye this week for Thomas. I mean, what else is he gonna do but put a bum tight end at his second flex spot?
I would at least put Greg Dorchin over that guy, but
I don't even know who that is. I put Billy Cannon.
Oh
Greg
no,
Dortch
I'm thinking of. No, I misread that.
Receiver on the,
I thought that was Dolchich. He doesn't even have him.
No, I have Dulcich.
Yeah.
Rip Hamilton? Like, who are these names y'all are citing?
Greg Dulcich, man.
Yeah, all right, cool, dude. Yeah, I'm taking Morgan Root. Yeah.
Yeah, Morgan. That's mine. Next is a close one. We got Dan versus Grant.
I have to take Dan. I'm kind of on the corner that Grant seems a fraud, so I think.
Oh man.
Yeah, definitely. You got to hammer me on this option. I'm definitely big win this week.
Bad DJ Morgan for Grant tonight.
Yeah, 4.9 rough. Yeah, I'm going Dan too. And last one, another very close game. We're gonna have some close games this week, hopefully, is Colin and Zach.
Yeah, I think this will be a good game. Colin is a little bit beat up, doesn't have Mark Andrews, Ben Strickland who scored tonight.
Josh Allen's looking questionable.
Josh Allen has got the elbow or whatever. So I think I'm going to take Zach. I think his team's basically healthy with minus Romeo Dobbs. So yeah, he's got all of his guys, and he's got I think he's got the upside. So I'll take Zach.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm slamming Zach on this one as well. I think Zach is basically coming in full strength on this. I think he's going to fire on all cylinders to get the win here.
Man, we are agreeing today, aren't we?
Yes.
I'm going Zach too.
And with that, the podcast achieves absolute consensus. We had a perfect run there, people. That's what it looks like.
Okay, who's ready for this last parlay bet, and we'll call it a day.
You guys need it. Y'all get your bets in, people.
Anyone trying to earn some fat bucks here, come to the bank of Dan or Nick, and we'll sponsor a bet. 8-1. Pick 3. So our pick 3 matchups this week is Parker versus Ben. Want to get Ben in there in one of these. It's going to be Joe, our guest, versus Hunter. And then last, I think, will be Colin and Zach. These are all basically 50-50 toss-ups. 8-1 meets the odds. Someone throw some money down. Let's make things interesting. And I think Parker lost last week. So, where's my $2?
Yeah. I was told I couldn't participate, so I'll refrain.
No, you're allowed this week.
Oh, okay.
This week you're allowed to.
Last week you were not allowed.
Yeah, so who did I take? Oh, yeah, I guess I'll put $2 on. Did I take me? Or no, I took Hunter. Well, I feel like that's a little conflict of interest. But I don't want a Pete Rose situation here.
Yeah, we might have to take some more action if you do that.
Yeah.
See, this is how we get you. We made you pick. Now you're stuck. That's why we did pick him first this time.
That's true. Yeah, I guess we have some things to discuss offline, but I guess I would take Hunter, Ben, and Zach.
Hunter, Ben, and Zach. Dan, you got that?
Hunter, Ben, Zach. Got a $2 bet. Locking it in.
Pays out 16.
Easy money, baby.
I'm giving these $2 to you if one of y'all if it doesn't hit, or one to each of y'all.
I'll split it with you, Dan.
All right,
I'll take the $1. Yeah.
Okay. We'll each pay out half if you win it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. And there you have it, folks. All right, thanks for joining us tonight, guys. Joe, thanks for stopping by. That's all from the Are You Ready for a Podcast, the official fantasy football podcast of the Are You Ready for Some Football Fantasy Football League. Have a good night.
We're back. Well, it's Monday night. A new week has begun. I turn on my TV for some pigskin fun. I see a Super Bowl season here on ABC. The biggest game each week is their specialty. I gotta get ready, make everything right. Monday night football's coming on tonight. Are you ready? Hey. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're ready. Are you ready for some football? A Monday night party. Hey, this is rockin' random Hank. Ready to get the good times started. We've got the teams on the field and we turned up the lights. All my rowdy friends are back for Monday night time. Watches this primetime turns it up Monday night.